Blog Talk Radio.
You know what time it is. Time to hang out with Mr. Coop. With Mr. Coop, with Mr. Coop, with Mr. Coop. The latest scoop. From Mr. Coop, from Mr. Coop, from Mr. Coop. Hang with Mr. Coop. With Mr. Coop, with Mr. Coop, with Mr. Coop. The latest scoop. From Mr. Coop, from Mr. Coop.
Welcome to the Big Scoop with Coop. I'm your host, Coop. God, Season 3 still going strong. Make sure you tell your family, your friends, your associates, even your haters. Make sure they tune in to blogtalkradio.com /The Big Scoop with Coop. We're live right now. Go let everybody know. If you're a fan of music, make sure you tell them also to come check this show out because I have a special guest today. Before we get into that, make sure, guys, if you want to hear Season 1 all the way up to now, you go to my website, www.thebigscoopwithcoop.com. Check me out on Facebook, facebook.com /The Big Scoop with Coop, Twitter, MCOOP317, or just Google it, guys. But enough about me. I got to get into this artist right here. She is actually from my same city and state. She is doing big things. I mean, traveling to different festivals. She started in the music industry at a young age, and to this day, she is actually blowing up to this day, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Miss Minnie. Welcome to the show. Hello, Miss Minnie, you there? The phone right now. Give her 1 second. She should be back in a minute. But, guys, make sure you check all her stuff out that she got going on. She's doing big things, and you got to make sure you go check out her new album. Also, she actually has that drop right now too. It's called "Can't Stop Me." She got a hit single, "Old School Style." She is doing a lot. So make sure everybody you check this thing out. Make sure you check her out everywhere she's going. Everywhere she's going, she's doing big things. So make sure you do that. Is Minnie there? Hello, Ms.
Can you hear me?
Hi. Oh, now I can hear
you.
You blinked out on me. Okay. All right. I was telling the whole world to make sure they go check out your festivals that's coming up. I've been telling them that, you know, you start out at a young age. You actually have been on fire ever since you got in the music industry. I was telling them about, of course, you know, your hot new single, "Old School Style," from your album.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're doing big things, but you know, on this show, we always talk about how you started in your career, your success, give advice on how to actually get into your career, and much more. So, Ms. Manny, tell the whole world right now that's listening, when did you realize that you wanted to get into the music industry?
Actually, I didn't have much of a choice. When I was growing up, both my mom and my dad were singers in bands, in different bands, but they were both singers. So I would go with my mom to rehearsals and to shows that she did outside in parks where kids could go and things like that. And, you know, when I was about 4 or 5 and she realized that I had a voice and that I wanted to sing, she would do that whole embarrass my kid thing. She'd bring me out in front of the family, people that were visiting, say, "Hey, Minnie, sing this." And I'd stand there and sing little songs, and they would laugh and smile. So that made me realize that I wanted to do it because it makes people happy.
That's what's up. And, you know, at the same time, that you got to thank your mom for that because, you know, the embarrass my kids situation turned you into everybody look at me. I'm doing big things right now. And like I said, you on fire, girl. So big shout out to your moms for that. I'm glad she embarrassed you because look how you turned out. Yes, I'm telling you. Now, did your father help you out in any type of situation as far as it goes for your music?
Actually, when I was 15 years old, he asked me if I wanted to join his band and sing with his band. And, of course, I wanted to, but I was only 15 years old. So when I went to my mom with it, she was like, she really didn't want me to do it because, of course, they traveled around to places where there were much older people. There was alcohol. There was a whole bunch of things she didn't really want me exposed to. But she saw how bad I wanted to do it. So she said, okay, I'll let you do it on one condition. If your grades fall, you got to come out. I said, okay. It never failed. So I've been doing it on stage since I was 15 years old.
That's crazy. Now, how did you actually multitask that thing? I mean, you actually kept your grades up. You on stage showing your vocals to the world. I mean, how did you actually multitask that? How did you keep your mind focused in school on your grades when you knew that you were starting your future?
When you want something like that, you'll do anything to get it. And plus, school, actually, I'm not bragging or anything, but school never really was that hard for me. I didn't study that much or anything and still kept my grades up pretty well. So that the singing part was just kind of like the cherry on top of the ice cream or whatever. But it wasn't really that difficult for me. It really wasn't. Academics weren't that hard for me.
Nice, very nice, and that's good because a lot of people, even the people that played sports in school or even just band in school, a lot of people couldn't actually balance their mind. It was like, well, I'm playing football. I'm concentrated on. They were passing their grades, but their mind won't focus on keeping good grades. And I congratulate you. You kept good grades. You blew up the spot. And I don't want to sound like a broken record, but look at you. You turned out wonderful. You really have.
Well, now, thank you very much.
Oh yeah, of course. Now, also in the music industry, what is your favorite genre of music right now?
That's a hard question, but I sing Southern soul music. Basically, that's where I normally concentrate. I love that music because my grandfather, when I was growing up, ran a juke joint. I hope you know what that is. It's a place where they sell illegal alcohol. And you might, back in the day, you're back in the woods somewhere. Yeah, anyway. He ran one, and there was a jukebox in there, and there were certain songs in that jukebox that you did not hear anywhere else, nowhere. The only place you could hear them was in that jukebox. The Tyrone Davises, the Roy C's, the Johnny Taylors, all that stuff in there, and I love that stuff. That was Southern soul. Didn't hear it anywhere else but in the juke joint. So, growing up on that kind of music, I just loved it, and so that's what I perform. Because it's really all about. There's really 4 big subjects in Southern soul. It's all about, partying, dancing, drinking, or having sex. Yeah, all those things are pretty entertaining. So, so that's what I do. But I still love my neo soul, my jazz, my R&B, even some country. I really love it all. But I just
and that's the thing. I know if you go outside. Like I said, we're from the same city and state. I was telling everybody. But if you go outside of North Carolina and you say, and when I say outside, I mean going up north. And a lot of people are not familiar with that terminology of juke joint. They're not. And I've said it before. They looked at me like I was crazy. They're like, is it a jukebox? And I had to explain it to people. And they was like, they got to be a North Carolina thing. It's really a Southern thing.
Yeah.
It's not really just
a Southern
Carolina
thing. That's right.
Yeah, it is. Now, as far as it goes for, the music industry, you say you're a fan of all genres. Do you feel like the music industry has gotten better or worse within the last 25 years?
The industry is definitely different.
Musically speaking.
The industry itself, the business part of it, is definitely way different than it was 25 years ago. Because, 25 years ago, we didn't have access to all these downloads and things like that. Back then, an artist could still make money off the music itself. These days, it's really not that way. You have to tour. You have to do shows to make your money because people are going to find ways to get your music for free. So you can't really even count on, getting money from people buying your album or your CD anymore. You can't do that. So definitely have to concentrate in different areas to actually, make a living doing it these days. As far as the quality of music, well, to me, it's gotten a little bit too commercial, I think. There's not a whole lot of feeling anymore in the music that's out right now, but I see it starting to come back. So I'm hopeful that that actual feeling and soul and emotion will actually come back into the music. But it's starting, so I can't really complain about it. Everybody likes something, so yeah, it's music. It can't be bad if it's music. So. Yeah.
And that's true, Miss Minnie. To me, my personal opinion, the music industry, it has its ups and downs. Now, um, don't get me wrong, I'm an old school fan. I mean, when it comes to,
Yeah.
I want to use these for example, hip hop and R&B. You know, 80s,
Mm.
90s, that was my thing.
Right.
Early 2000s, yeah, I can handle a lot of that. But it seemed like when
Mm.
we got to 2010, I was like, what is this coming out? And
Yeah.
and then it got to the point where you really had to ask yourself, what genre am I really listening to? And that's when I was
Mhm.
like, oh, what's going on in this industry? And like you said, it got so
Right.
commercialized where you you would hear things, you might as well put it on TV and play it in a commercial. That's how commercialized it got. And
Yeah.
it's to the point now where I'm glad, like you said, that the industry is changing around, turning around, and trying to get back to the better. I think a lot of these new cats that's coming into the industry, they're actually listening to the veterans now, and they're trying to sample off of them and do different things
Mhm.
like that. So, I just hope this trend continues. I
Yeah.
really do.
I do. Me too. Yeah. Me too.
Now, how did you come up with your album "Can't Stop Me"? What motivated you to go with that name and the songs on the album?
Actually, it kind of fit where my life was at that time. Kind of personal. I was coming out of a marriage, and you know, I just felt like I needed to shake free of a whole lot of things, and so that song came out of just this. It's like my freedom song. It's like my song, and I'm gonna do it, and nothing can stop me. Nobody can stop me. Here I am. So it came out of kind of a dark spot, but it came out well. It expresses where I was at that time.
So, do you feel, and not to put the business out there that shouldn't be out there, but do you feel better now since that album has dropped compared to
Yeah,
when it was right?
absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I'm in a better place now than I've been ever. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm positive about everything. I mean, I'm really really good right now. I really am. So yeah.
Okay, okay. Now, where can people find your music? I mean, not the illegal download way, but if somebody really want to purchase music, how where can they get it at?
Well, it's on cdbaby.com. Just type Miss Minnie. Got to spell it right. It's MISSMINI. Type that in the search box. It'll pop up. You can find my album there, and you can also find a new single that I did with J. Red, the nephew, a couple of months back. We just released that one, so that's like an exclusive. But yeah, it's on CD Baby. Or you can also go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/Miss Minnie Music, and there's a music tab. Click that. It'll take you to the page to buy it. You can also go to my website, MissMinnieMusic.com. There's also a tab there that says music. Click on that. You can buy it. So, yeah.
Nice. Everybody that's listening worldwide, make sure you go buy the album. You got to get "Can't Stop Me." Got to hear that song old school style. You got to hear it all. I mean, you're hearing through as many not bad times, but when she was at a down point of her life and she, poured it on this CD. So you will get emotion. You will get great music. So make sure, guys, you go pick this up because this is just one of many that's going to be dropping from Miss Minnie. So, I mean, she's got a great career coming on. She's got, a great road ahead of her. So, you guys make sure you do keep up with that. Now, I know you were talking about that you were collaborating earlier with someone, but if you could pick anyone, it doesn't matter in the industry at all, who else would you collaborate with? Why?
That is a huge question. There's so many. Wow. I can't narrow it to just one person overall. I know I can't do it.
No. It don't have to be your main pick. Anyone. Who would you like to collaborate right
Oh,
now?
okay. Well, as far as Southern Soul, I really want to do something with Nelly Tiger Travis. I don't know if you know who that is, but she did that song, If I Backed Up. Love her.
Yep.
Let's see. I've always loved Jill Scott. I think I would probably have a fit if I was to get a chance to do something with her. Highly underrated R&B singer Patti LaBelle. Yeah, same thing. I would probably faint. Gosh, about all I can think of. As far as old school hip hop, maybe Big Daddy Kane, love him. I don't know. Anyway, I love a lot of artists. I mean, I can't just say, yeah, I can't name them all. So you might as well go on to the next question.
Are you a fan of Lauryn Hill?
Yes, I am actually. Yeah, who isn't though? I mean, well, I've met like one or two people who are not, but yeah, I do like Lauryn Hill. I really do.
Okay, Lauryn Hill, if you're listening, hey, everybody else she named, make sure. I mean, get up with this video. Hey, y'all can make history right here. So, I mean, and if anybody's listening worldwide that knows these people, and I know some people that's listening right now that do know these people, I think you need to come visit right now. There's a lot of hidden talent that needs to be heard worldwide instead of statewide, Eastern North Carolina, or even the East Coast. I mean, we need to take this stuff beyond the United States. Let's get this stuff worldwide, guys. Let's collaborate. The people that's listening, let's collaborate. We need to give them this many. Go to a website. Get up with her. I mean, if you got the skills.
And actually, Coop, if I can interrupt you for a moment, speaking on that, I'm also trying to remedy some of the problems with, local artists, smaller artists not getting heard, because it takes a whole lot to get your music out there and get people to hear it. It takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of time. And a lot of the time, really good artists quit because they just don't have the resources to get out there. But on my website, there's two tabs. There's a tab for joining the fan club, and there's a tab for sponsorship. Now, if you join the fan club, which is only a small bit of change per month, like $20 a month, if every 10 fans I get on that fan club, I take an artist and I mentor that artist. Wow. And that artist, if they get 10, they take another artist and mentor that artist. So it's like a snowball that keeps right on rolling. Because I really think that music is a job, and musicians should get paid for that. They shouldn't have to go work 50 hours a week at McDonald's to make ends meet to try to get the music out there. That's unfair, actually. So I'm trying to help with that. I have a grassroots movement with that. Just go to my website, please look on the patrons, the Join the Fan Club tab and the sponsorship tab, and please help me out with this, people. I'm really feeling like we need to take music back and make it important again. So, yeah, do that for me.
That's what I'm talking about right there, Miss Minnie. Guys, make sure you do that. Please do, because this is a chance for you to get your name out there. And if you have a friend that's got the same vocal talent, there's a chance to get him or her name out there, or his or her name out there. I mean, let's help each other out, because trust me, and this is just me saying this, Miss Minnie's not saying this at all, this come out of my mouth. Me personally, I feel like if you're not in New York, Atlanta, Cali, places like that, even Texas, it's going to be harder for you to actually get out there. You got to work double the amount or triple the amount instead of being right there where the agent's at and the publicist's at and the manager's at. I mean, you got to work harder to get you. You got to keep screaming until they hear you out. And if they're not going to hear you if you're just going to do it in your basement or in your room and it's done with it. That, trust me, they're not going to know you're there. So you got to get it out there every way possible. So make sure you go to Miss Minnie's website and click on it. Click on the fan page. Join. That $20 a month can actually end up making you $200,000 a month if you get signed by the right person. And you never know what's going to happen. Trust me. Do it, guys. Yes. I support it all the way, Miss Minnie. Now,
thank you.
Oh, yeah. Now, I know you said it earlier, but I want you to repeat it again. How can your fans find you on social media? Let them know again.
Okay. Go to Facebook, facebook.com/Miss Minnie Music. Got to spell Minnie right. Again, it's MISSMINI on Facebook. And I hate to be old-fashioned, but I don't like a lot of social media. So I'm not on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, none of that. Facebook is hard enough for me to keep up with my website. So that's the only social media I'm on is Facebook. So find me there, and that'll link you to everything else of mine. So, yeah, find me on Facebook.
Now, have you ever thought about getting on Twitter, though, Miss Minnie? Because, the number game is what's going on in the industry today, or any type of industry. And have you ever thought about that? Going to Twitter
I thought about it.
Other industries. I know it's hard, but,
I
it'll
thought about
boost.
it, but and I've actually created a Twitter account, but I never go to it. So it's like I know I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even check it. So there's no need to do it if I'm going to do it badly,
True, very true.
So
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it. Just Facebook. Sorry guys, no Twitter.
Hey, guys, when she's on Facebook, go join the page.
Yeah.
I mean, become a fan. You like good music? If you're a fan of music, do it. This Minnie can provide you with that music. Now, Ms. Minnie, we've been talking about you providing music and everything. Can you name some of the festivals that you actually been to and you actually performed at?
Well, I did the Down Home Southern Soul Blues Fest last year at the Fairgrounds in Rocky Mount. I'll be doing it again this year, actually, on July 9th. I've done the annual Blues Festival up at Carter's Lounge in Warrenton, North Carolina. Gosh, you asked me to remember stuff. I can't. Anyway, let's talk about what I'm going to do. Let's do that because I can remember some of that.
There you go.
This coming Saturday, June 11th, I'll be up in Henrico, North Carolina, which is the Gaston Lake area, up at Edwards Beach. I'll be doing Shake on the Lake with Maurice Wynn and Mr. Calvin Richardson. So that's going to be a really good show, really big thing. Probably thousands of people there. So, yeah, y'all come on out. It's only $20 before 12 o'clock, $25 after 3 o'clock. Gates open at 12. Yeah, $20 from 12 to 3. Sorry. After 3, it's $25. But it's right on the water. They're welcoming your boats, your jet skis, your RVs, all of that. It's going to be a really nice, big party. That, I'll be in Raleigh on June 26th for the Raleigh Summer Concert in the Park series. That'll be in John Chavis Park. We'll start at 6 o'clock there. And after that, July 9th, I believe, yeah, right at the Rocky Mount Fairground, the Down Home Southern Soul Blues Fest. I'll be there again. Yeah, so come check me out. I got stuff coming. And actually, if you want my whole schedule, again, go to my website, click schedule. You'll see it there.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, Ms. Minnie, this is not on your schedule, but when do you sleep? Because you do more traveling than a little bit. I mean, seriously, do you get 8 hours?
No. I do not.
Exactly.
But and the thing is, I think my vampire transition is complete because I don't sleep at night anymore. It's like I can't sleep until the sun is peeking up, so I sleep in the morning. But I know I don't get 8 straight. I haven't done that in a very long time.
That's been my goal, though. I've been trying to do that for like the last 4 or 5 months, and I pat myself on the back when I get by. I really pat myself on the back, and I think when you're in a industry like me, of course, I'm doing this, and I've been in a few movies, getting ready for my 3rd movie, and looking at scripts and getting things ready, and then, you're doing some of everything, time flies on you. It really do. And it's kind of hard to actually get 8 hours of sleep when you're in some type of business or industry. It's very hard. So, meaning I want you to let me know what day you actually got 8 hours of sleep, and I want proof, because there's no way, I don't believe you're going to get 8 hours of sleep for a very long time.
Yeah, you'll never get that message, so don't hold your breath.
Never, ever. That's what I'm talking about.
No, you won't.
Now, Ms. Minnie, also, what is your ultimate goal in the music industry?
Just to get better and better. Because, I believe if you excel at your craft, you don't need that paper chase. You don't need it. The paper will chase you. I mean, I'm not the one that's going to be like, I'm out here trying to get this money. I'm not here trying to get this. No, you will never hear me say that. I won't say it. I will always say I'm just going to try to get better and better, as time goes on. Be the best that I can possibly be. That's my goal.
Nice. Very nice. Now, are you looking in the future right now for another album to drop anytime soon, or are you going to let this play out?
Not soon. I'll probably, actually, I plan to start working on the new album probably right around the new year.
Okay.
And probably have it, because it doesn't really take me that long once I get inspired, so it'll probably be done in about 6 months. So we're looking at maybe another year, and I'll have a brand new album out there.
Nice. Now, have you thought of a name for an album yet, for a second album? Have you even got that part of the process? Okay.
No, I have not. Even though I have a few songs already that I'm going to put on it, but I haven't got a name for it.
Oh, okay. Well, Miss Minnie, when you get that second album, you know you got to come back on the show again. You got to
hear good to me.
Yes. Now, what advice would you give any male or female that's trying to get into the music industry as a singer, or just trying to get their feet wet in music to excel in the music industry? What advice would you give them?
You have to be willing to make sacrifices. You have to really want it, because I see so many times people say, yeah, I want to sing, yeah, I want to rap, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. But then you say, well, studio time costs about $100 an hour. They go, oh, I don't want to spend that. I don't have that money. Yes, you do. If you can buy clothes, you have that money. If you can buy shoes, you have that money. If you can buy food, you have that money. It depends on how bad you want it. You have to be willing to make sacrifices for what you want to do. If you don't want to spend money on studio time, be willing to spend money on your own equipment. Be willing to spend time learning how to use it so you can record yourself. It's not going to be somebody's going to see you one day and go, oh, I want that person, and it's going to be overnight and you're going to be successful. That will not happen. You will have to sacrifice something, lots of time, money that you think you don't have to really want it. Because if you don't, just don't even try, because you're not going to go anywhere.
And, it seems like when people say that, they don't have the money, but you can go to, and if anybody working here, I'm sorry, you can go to McDonald's, not try to bash the company. You go to McDonald's
right.
and spend $5-10 right there on a meal, and after you eat it, your $5-10 is gone. You can put that to the side right there, and stack up and get that studio time to do what you do.
That's right.
And I agree with you on that, Miss Betty. It's nothing but a little sacrifice, but hard work does pay off. I'm not trying to sound cliche, but I really believe it pays off, and you have to put that work in. Get where you
and even if you really don't have the money, or if you can't spare it, then spare some time. You can make some time to just make some contacts. Go see people that have a studio. Try to get to know them. See if they might give you a break. You have to do something. If you want it, there's a way. And I hate to sound cliche myself. If there is a will, there is a way. But you have to have the will. You got to want it.
That's true. That's very true. Now, Miss Minnie, I just want to say thank you for coming on this show. Everybody, make sure you go to our website. Make sure you follow her on social media. Big things are coming. Click on the schedule button. If you're trying to follow Miss Minnie everywhere, that's how you can do it. That's where you know what she's going to be at. Check her out. I'm going to actually try myself to actually be out there at the fairground to actually catch her myself. So, guys, make sure you do it. Miss Minnie, it was a pleasure having you on the show. I would love to have you back in the future.
Of course. I'll come back anytime you want. I enjoyed it.
Yes, Miss Minnie. Make sure you go cop that album, guys. Make sure you check out that hot new single. And next year, whenever she releases that second album, make sure you get it. It's time to start a collection for good music, and that's how you do it. All right, guys. Miss Minnie, thank you again for coming on the show. And until next time, everybody, right here on the Big Scoop with Coop.
Bye.
Geico presents sharing versus oversharing. Today, Bridget Griffin shared a video of her daily yoga routine, 2 self-help articles, and her new blog called Build Your Inner Bridge with Bridge. Girl, your sharing has turned into oversharing. No worries, Bridge. Geico has some info worth sharing with your 7 blog followers, like how you could save money on your car insurance, update your policy, and report a claim just by visiting geico.com. How's that for building your inner bridge? Bridge, Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Neighbor, can I borrow your lawnmower? Good afternoon, neighbor. Can I borrow a cup of sugar? Hey, neighbor, it's me again. Can I borrow your running shoes?
You can't choose your neighbor, but at least you can choose 2 of your favorites from the McDonald's McPick 2 menu.
One great offer, 2 of your faves from McDonald's McPick 2 menu. Pick any 2 for $2.50, like a McDouble burger, a McChicken sandwich, or small fries. See store for details. For a limited time, prices and participation